Hello, my name is Jaeha Park. So it is a great honor to standing here. Thank you for inviting me. So I am from Korea and I work for Barunson. And I think you haven't seen our company and you haven't heard about it. And so I will introduce our company first. Barunson is originally, we are established at 1985. It's a little bit old companies for the IT company. Yes, these days we are making a movie and games. One of the biggest part of our business, this is a film. We are making almost 30% of a Korean movie we invest and produce. And also the game part is the second biggest part. The online game part and the mobile game part is our business field. Maybe next year you can see one of our game. There is a Red Mobile. And so from 2016, we started new technology business. The first one was VR contents. So we have many experience with produce game and film. So we started with games. So these games are we made and we are distributing. And also we make some video for VR riders. And also we make VR movies. So while we are making the VR contents, we think, where can we sell our contents and what can make what can lead the VR market? That was the answer. We need to make our own location-based entertainment. The name is VR Park. That is the first VR park in Korea and still running. And this is a little bit different from other VR entertainment system. So we make all the contents our own. So these contents can see only on our the VR park. And next time we made a VR park and two locations is opened, but that is a pilot project. So now we don't need to open more. And next one is VR movie. VR movie is the left side of the image. That is our VR movie. That is the first commercial VR movie in Korea. And this is screened at CGV. And the right side, that is the VR cinema. We are running VR cinema on commercial, and we also have an event in Busan International Film Festival. A few days ago, I just finished Busan International Film Festival. At that time, we screened 45 VR movie, and at that time, 700 people visited our 7,000 people visited our VR cinema and watching the VR movie. Finally, this is the flagship store, and there is a hologram theater. Today's this section, the subject is a hologram theater. This flagship store is a kind of mixed digital playground. So these days, some of the VR park only use VR HMD, but we think there is a limitation of VR HMD because the HMD is really a personalized device. So they cannot know what they are doing, just can see the monitor, but the immersive is very different from the player. So we make a digital playground and put all the technology-based contents in the place. Before was, this is the reason why we are making a hologram. The audience is changing. We think the audience, we were thinking the audience will not change it for 40 years, but it happened. The audience is changing. Why audience is changing? What is the catalyst? We think the mobile device changed the audience. In traditional theater, there is a limitation of the watching a movie or a concert because of the audience needs to be at certain given place, and they need to watch it at scheduled time and watch it for set time. It's stuck in the dark room and they watch it 2 hours. But in the mobile environment, they can watch the contents everywhere, whenever the audience wants the time the audience wants. So for example, they can watch the movie in the subway and the subway while they are going to company. So it means transfer rights on the traditional platform, transfer to the audience. It is big changes. And let's see what happened to traditional theater. This is a Korean theater market situation. The number of audience in the theater is going down. This chart, it seems to be movie industry seems to be good enough. It's getting growth. It's getting increasing. But look at this chart. This is number of movie theater audience in Korea. The audience is not growing, just 1% of growing every year. And the movie theater viewing price is going up. And the more important thing is the age. The movie theater audience, at that time, the first time we think about the age, the 10s and the 20s is our future customer. But in Korea, 40 to 60 customers is increased, and the 10s, 20s customer is decreased. That is a big issue of Korean the theater market. So most of the multiplex companies is struggling with the audience. Okay, so at this time we need to think about the audience wants. What audience wants? They change it with the mobile environment. We defined the 3 features. The first one is personalization. As I told you, in the mobile device, they can watch their contents whenever they want and wherever they want. So it's optimizing for persons. But the traditional theater, that is impossible to change it for one customer. And next is experience. It is also impossible in the traditional theater. The experience, in the traditional theater, the audience is always just an observer, always watching on the screen or concert of the performer. So they are just an observer. But in these days, they want to be a part of it. They want to participate in the concert or the story. For example, in the YouTube, the elementary school students can upload their contents about the gaming. They play how to game, and they are making the kinds of contents on the YouTube. And the third one is sharing. So these days, the audience, especially 10s to 20s audience wants to say their friends how hip they are through social media. So we need to give them something to sharing. That is important, and that is good for advertisement as well. Finally, we got the K-Live by VR Park. We make it with KT. The KT is the hardware make. They made the hardware, and we provide the contents. And also we are also operating that place. Let's take a look of our hologram theater. This is structure of our hologram. So we have 3 screens. There is 2 wing screens, and there is 1 transparent screen. That is a 45-degree tilted forward screen, and it will create a layer by reflecting the image of the floor to a 45-degree tilting screen, like the right side of imaging. It makes the depth of the images between the background and the characters. And also we put two technologies. One is real-time telepresence, and the other is gesture tracking. Both technologies is for interactive and the audience participating in the concert. These are our contents. We have 11 contents, and the top of the 5 is idol contents with the YG Entertainment and the JYP Entertainment. Big Bang and the Psy. Actually, Psy is not idol. The CN Blue, the G-Dragon Awake, and the JYP Nations. And also we have two musical programs for kids. One is Maple Story, which is based on famous online game. And my friend's Taro is newly released. And we also have 4 educational contents. These are introduction of the VR contents and introduction of hologram, and quiz show, science show. We prepare the kinds of contents and provide our contents for the cost audience, depending on audience age. These 2 musicals are for elementary school students, and idol contents are middle school student to high school student. Okay, what is different between the traditional theater and our hologram theater? Following the features of the audience change. The audience can, the first one is personalization. The audience can see the idol concert at any time. Actually, this is half of the personalization. We can provide our contents at anywhere because it is a local-based entertainment. So we just can get free with the time. At any time, you can watch the idol concert. Usually, idol concert is held once a year, but at any time you can see. And the second one is immersive. The immersive presence feeling is very important. So if idol concert is on TV, that is not good for their fan. They think they want to go to the concert. It means they want to be there. So it is immersive feeling is very important for this kinds of business. This is show of our content. This is Awake with the G-Dragon. This is a part of a telepresence. Okay, next is experience. Did you see the telepresence of example? Also, there is a telepresence example too. The audience experience is very important. They want to be a part of the concert. So we provide the chance to participate in the concert with the telepresence technology. Yeah, look at the lady. She is on the screen beside the dinosaur. And also the right side of image, there is face is a little bit ridiculous. It's very weird, but the people enter the audience. Audience enter the theater. They take a picture of their face, and we make their face on dancer's face instead of dancer's face. That is really funny, but most people like that. And the sharing is the most important thing these days for advertisement. So we provide one material for sharing the kind of things. We are provided the star photozone. That is we are using the camera control technology, and it seems to be taking a picture with the idols, like the pictures. On the screen, the idol is standing on, and beside the idol, take a picture, and they can print it or email their email address. Concert and the musical is not only a purpose of the hologram theater. This hologram theater is a very digitalized device, so we can share the space. So these images are conference and showcase. In this area, we can stay 150 people can stay and sit down on the floor. And we are using 3 types of the screens, so they can see the presentation and the movie files, and the summary is at the same time. This is a kind of award we have in Korea. So this is, we are recently focused on it. Actually, this is a little bit different from the purpose of theater. That is indoor sports. So we just add the 2 sensors on floor and wall, and then we can play the football and basketball, and the other things. Also, we can provide the climbing with some the materials. In Korea, these days, the indoor sports is very popular because of the air pollution and the rain, the weather situation. They cannot play the basketball or the football in the school. So this kinds of the indoor sports is getting popular. The hologram theater is just started with new technology, and we try to do more things with the combining new technology like AR contents. I couldn't prepare with the AR contents. So if you can hold the smartphone, you can see the idols beside you. So we are continuously putting the kinds of new technology on these kinds of theater. we hope this kind of theater is getting improved and getting popular for most of place. Thank you.